Yeah, for sure.
Fine, I'll just be over here, sharpening my feathers.
But they banned the Jax. Zed. There we are. The team is completely revamping. It's going to be a completely different game now. You're taking out that Jax who can split push, have that dominating presence, able to 2v1 a Fed, Jarvan, and a KO. It's just going to be massive. Taking that guy out as well as taking out Zed, who's just making it run around in circles.
Right, and I like this ban play out. I feel like they should just ban down their line of who they played. Just give them a hard time.
I agree. Just keep at it. I mean, these guys are focusing so many bans on Micah. It's my favorite theme. So it allows so much of this open space in the mid lane. But you're taking away Fizz. They leave the Vi open.
Wow.
Who plays Vi, though? I don't know who plays Vi on...
Noob Knocker.
William does not play Vi, does he?
I don't know, but I mean, it's Vi. You push R and you Q.
I think this is where Sinister and Noob Knocker, they switch up. It's kind of the trait that they've kind of snuck from you and Joseph. Since you guys gave them all the sweet ace advice, it's got them into the second, tied with second place here.
Ooh, that Mordekaiser pick. And Andrew's been practicing this as well. This could be coming in very, very clutch for their team.
Who plays Mordekaiser though? Like
Andrew. Andrew plays it. Me and Joey played a couple games with him, and he was playing pretty well.
Well, that's awesome. Except for it's going right into Noob Knocker's most favorite champion to play topside.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a Mordekaiser.
Yeah, but as we saw, even Mordekaiser, like Gideon's Mordekaiser, who plays Mordekaiser more than anybody in this league, Andrew, who's played Warwick 2 times, was able to stay even with him. Now you're putting Mordekaiser against a Warwick who knows how to play Warwick.
Right. Well, we'll see how this turns out. Allowing Noob Knocker to have Warwick again was, I feel like, a pretty big mistake. But with that Annie lock-in mid lane, that's going to be quite interesting. It looks like that they're looking for just burst.
That is going to be Hide on Fish's Annie, and Mr. Nice is going in the bot lane. I was actually talking to Thomas on the side here earlier. He was talking about playing Blitzkrieg. I'm surprised he didn't pull it through. But I was also giving him some tips. As he's walking back, he's got to auto attack those guys so that he can stun them, even if their aggression's being put on him.
That's right. And they banned the Leona. I feel like they still ban the Recon right here. Make it so the Leona and Recon are banned.
Who dares defy my will?
I agree. And look, they're just going to keep on going back into this jungle. I don't know why Micah doesn't lock in Nocturne. What the presence that Nocturne is capable of having in team fights and blacking out, even if he's getting, let's say he gets 1v1'd in the jungle. You can get out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. And I feel like that the Twitch ban is a really bad ban. I feel like that's a throwaway ban. Kog'Maw would have been a better ban, especially knowing that Marcus is playing bot.
And he's going to play Kog'Maw. I completely agree with you here. Watch this next lock-in is going to be Kog'Maw. They might, they do get the next 2 picks, so it'll be their bot lane picking. And now we're going to see either they're going to counter their mid lane or they're going to pick their jungler. So they have both their picks open right here. Nothing's going to really swap or change.
Right.
For Sam, so we get to see Sam.
The Kane.
Interesting. I kind of like this. It allows Micah to get in the middle of the team fight and then hide.
Right.
But just
and
like
it does look like he does do the Kog'Maw Milio combo. That W with Milio on top of Kog'Maw's W is going to be very hard to just try to poke him out of lane.
And with Milio's extra range and shields to speed up Kog'Maw as well, it's going to be very interesting to see. But I mean, with Kane, you're able to still dive. We got Kale in the mid lane against Annie, or do we feel like this is going top?
Now I feel like this is Kale mid. I feel like Sammy Sprinkers is going to go mid with Kale. Mordekaiser's going to go top. that's going to be Andrew. I actually like their matchup with this. I feel like that their team comp is more oriented around late game. It's going to force the fights to allow the games to last longer.
Yeah, and that's all that Marcus' team needs right now is they are playing for that late game comp. And with the early game burst from Ezreal, from Kane, and from Mikhail doesn't really have early game burst, but Mordekaiser, they need to snowball this lead and just shut him down and close out the game as fast as they can.
Well, in this game, I actually think Nathan's pick ban. I like his pick ban more than I do like Marcus's teams. I feel like that their team is more sustainable, and as long as they just play it out and don't feed, they're just fine. But with the Kog'Maw and a Vi lockdown, it's going to be really hard to keep that up, especially with a Warwick right next to him. One matchup that we're not talking about here as well is that Vi is going top lane against the Mordekaiser with the Warwick on jungle. So with that Vi with the true damage E stack with Mordekaiser, that actually might counter him.
Ooh, that's actually super interesting. Way to cash that out. I did not expect that. You really think that Toxie Rose is going to take this top side?
Oh yeah, I feel like that. As long as Vi can hit her Qs, I feel like Mordekaiser's in trouble.
That is super interesting to see, but he can also counter it with a Z. Alrighty, and here we go, starting in the rift. Let's see what this start's going to be. It looks like we do have Noob Knocker. Noob Knocker is topside. We do have Toxic Rose in the jungle playing this Vi, so they are switching it up. It is going to be a completely different game than we thought. And then Dan, if you can, just rearrange the, yeah. Which I can't hear you if you're talking.
Nah, I'm not talking.
Oh, okay.
So with this play out, it looks like Team Blue's looking about going into their jungle, and Team Red is going into their jungle. Let's see what happens here.
A little mirror pick, but they're not going for it. They're pulling back out. They're coming back to their blue. I wonder if they're going to be able to cheese get this.
Yeah, this is going to be quite interesting. There's only... Oh, they're going one at a time and one's recalling. This is going to be rough right here. It looks like Toxie Rose does get hit, and it looks like he does die for the first blood. 400 gold given to the Kale.
Kale is getting big. That's exactly what they need. They need Sammy Sprinklers to get this lead.
Oh, wow. Sinister got hit.
Getting queued out there.
I feel like right there was a little bit of an overextension. They could have gotten the kill, secured red, got red, and then recalled back to theirs.
I agree. They just got to be a little bit careful, or they could have taken their red. They were just. I think they're just a little bit worried about getting countered or having Vi come right back up and getting the kill.
That's right, and they do have vision on it. They do on bot lane, so they know it's that Ken did start bot lane, so they will know where he will be going top soon. So they'll know his location for at least a minute and a half to 2 minutes. Does look like bot lane is already bruising him out. I feel like that Twitch ban was pretty rough. They should have banned the Kog'Maw instead.
And he's got to be careful here. Tom just doesn't need to take those auto attacks. I know he's probably getting pressured into taking and using his stacks to start getting some CS or to start getting some gold, but he just needs to be patient, especially with such massive mini waves.
Right, and
he does have those refill or those biscuits.
And top lane, I was actually wrong. It does look like Noob Knocker's actually top lane playing against him. So they actually switched. Looks like that they do have a Vi jungle, but it is not the same player.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you earlier. Is Toxie Rose is taking that Vi jungle. It's going to be interesting to see this little lane swap that they've got set up here.
That's right. I actually feel like that's actually a mistake. I feel like keeping him there would help out this team a lot.
But we will see. There's going to be a lot of gameplay still here left.
Looking at the team, red team does already have 1,000 gold lead. So with that $400 gold, and then with the CS diff, they're starting to get that lead a little better.
Yeah, and you can see it. It looks like it's in that top lane. Crazy enough, Mordekaiser is farming very, very well as Warwick. He's trying to keep it, but he's still down 5 CS. We got 4 CS on the jungle, but that's just due to camps. And we do have a little bit of a jungle skirmish. We can see who will... Actually, no, there's not a jungle skirmish. My bad. I thought Warwick was jungle. But Warwick came down to make sure that he gets that Rift Herald or gets the Gromp. And they're trying to set up maybe something up here top.
Right, and it looks like their jungler, Micah, went ahead and pinged off top lane to make sure he didn't go in there. But it looks like that top lane, I feel like that Mordekaiser was the right pick. It does look like there is a gank bot. Inpaid Intard is looking like he's wanting to get a pick. He does manage to Q Mr. Nice and pluck out that Milio,
which was absolutely fabulous. That was a great pick. Tom did his job. He was able to get the Kog'Maw 2 flash right after that, and he's able to keep up the pressure and keep on attacking him. And Stanley Super Slay, he's able to put this pressure on this Warwick, which is actually huge. I think Warwick just took a little bit too much poke throughout the lane, and now we're
it does look like Sammy Sprinkler got ganked, but it looks like he does get out with his flash. That's going to leave a free kill after his flash. After he recalls and comes back in, I feel like Vi just goes straight back mid and does it again.
Tommy's showing a little disrespect to the Kog'Maw. Is he going to be able to set up a play here, create something for his team? But we do have 2 kills. It looks like Nautilus was the one who did pick up that kill bot lane on on the Milo.
It looks like and he gets caught out with the
He
Baron
gets to level 6
Tippers.
and he's able to flash out. Massive. Oh, and the hook goes onto the
Wow.
Kog'Maw. But Kent or Unpaid Intard had to get out. He moved away. He's 1 auto attack away from death. Will they be able to turn this fight around? He needs to just get out. He needs to recall, go back to base. He's trying to use those potions, stay back in this fight, and see if they're able to get a pick here in bot.
Right, and this actually, this honestly feels more even. As to last game, this feels way more even. I feel like that Nate's team for sure has an opportunity to win this one.
And it might be due to that connection, but to be honest, with the
He
picking
just
game,
showed his ping. His ping is 61.
There we are, baby. And that's why he's able to EQ.
Oh, it looks like they paused the game.
Looks like Sammy Sprinklers is lagging. Are we back at it?
No, it looks like it lagged out.
We're just completely gone now.
Can you guys hear me fine?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Okay, so it's not that sleeks.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're good. Now we're back at it. It looks like Stanley Super
Noob Knocker is taking advantage of him.
William, what the fuck's the matter with you?
Wow.
You can tell that that's a lag out.
That was the most obvious lag out ever, and he decides to take advantage of it. I honestly feel like that team should just FF for that. That was bullshit.
I completely agree. That's pretty rude. I mean, but he's going to do it. He's going to stay there. And the Unpaid Intard just gets sniped out. See, at least he knows it. He's chatting in the team. He's asking about it, but dude. I mean, you don't really know.
Well, I mean, he's like, did you lag Mord? While the Mord is AFK auto attacking him 5 times. It's quite obvious.
We unpaused when I was AFK. Holy fuck, for real. Yeah, that's their team's fault. I mean, he was just away from the game.
Oh, yeah, that was their fault. Okay.
It's a great way to take advantage. I mean, that's what you get. That's a great job by William. Oh, and he feels bad.
He should just go and int. He should let Mordekaiser auto him once and have him just run into tower.
I think it's true. His team's fault for unpausing on that fight.
Yeah. Does look like he forced an unintended. Yeah, he had to go and ult right there. That is going to force him to recall.
Put so much pressure.
Even with that int top, it looks like that this Mord is still picking a fight with him.
Yeah, it does look like you're lagging now a little bit, Dan. But looking at the CS gap, well, it does look like there is more, or the top lane Warwick with that kill, he's able to close that gap. There's not really a gap bot. Here comes another gank, another great Q by Thomas. Here comes the counter gank. Great ultimate. They got to be able to clean up something.
They're gonna throw.
Person.
Yeah, Kinte dies here. It looks like if Tommy Tux doesn't leave right now, they die. And he does manage to hit his Q.
That was a great counter gank. Way to go, Vi. Way to just show up in the lane, sense that he's didn't gank a bot a lot, and being able to be present for his team.
That's right. And I feel like that Warwick, now that he got that kill, he was able to get that item and keep up with this Mord. Does look like the game lagged out again. Sammy Spinker's looking like he's wanting to pick a fight with no more Mr. Nice, though.
But he's having to back off. He's not able to get anything quite yet.
This Annie is starting to get a bigger lead. The more she gets pushed in and the more Team Red doesn't get that gank mid, it's going to be rough for Sammy Sprinkers.
Especially with getting those 3 plates. He's getting pretty fat, pretty rich. So he already got a 600 or 500 gold lead. It's not that big as of now, but it might be able to snowball into effect here.
Oh, it looks like they're trying to... Stanley Superplay knows that he has minion diff. Let's see if he chooses to pick this fight. He does hit a good Q. Looks like he flashes out. Oh, wow. Yes, and he gets the kill.
Gets the solo kill back in. No lag diff there. No AFK diff. Straight up 1v1 playing.
That was awesome. And like I said, I've seen him play this Mord, and he's actually pretty clean with it. He understands them pretty well. It does look like there is a gank, or not a gank, and he just ults right in to mid lane, flashes out so she doesn't get hit by the turret again, and gets another kill.
And he's been doing pretty solid on this ganking. Mordekaiser's getting ganked by Vi. He's able to push her away. Ults back in.
Oh, I think he just abides her. He needs to auto and proxy his passive.
Oh, Tommy got the hook on the Kog'Maw, but he has no team to be able to follow up with them.
Oh, it does look like he is going to ult in. Looks like he's going to die here instead, though.
He's able to get away.
Oh, the heal and the flash.
Flash out with the Q pop by Sinister's Milo.
That was a dog play by Sinister. Oh, it looks like his Q accidentally hits a minion. Tommy Tux is looking like he wants to give a kill to Kog'Maw.
He's got to play it out. He's got to play safe.
Yep, now Kainty's dead.
He's
got to get out. He's got to get out.
He's in good position to get out. Oh, and he goes back in. No, Tom, stay away, bro. Stay away. Live. There you go. Live to fight another day. Live to fight another day. That's all you got to do, brother. That great Q trade. Wow, this. Dude,
wow,
really
look at that. That's
fully.
Yeah, Mordekaiser's so strong.
What a joke. He's just getting fed. He's already got his.
Oh, he gets the ult off, though. Let's see if he can get this trade. Does look like First Dragon will go to Team Blue, though.
Yeah, they got second drag. They're able to get these Q stacks. Next drag is in 18 minutes and 18 minutes and 10 seconds. They're able to keep the pressure up. They'll be able to get sold pretty quickly here.
Oh, it does look like that they are trying to fight this out. Hide on Fish, though, is so strong, but misses the stun with the W. Does look like they chose to Rift Herald bot. Let's see if they can actually push the wave in.
Getting it there, one Q minion at a time. That's one thing about Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw is so weak early game.
That gold all went to their jungler.
Oh, and Tom, you just ulted the wrong guy. Why would you ult their support, brother? Could just auto attack. Make sure you ult the guy that you got on. Feel safe, feel secure about it. If he ults Toxie Rosa, they get a kill. Instead, he ults some rando Claire on BFE. I don't even know how he got his cursor that far out.
That's right. And it looks like Kainty's looking to get that pick. I almost think he shouldn't have even autoed it to see if he walks up.
Needs Tommy to show this pressure, shove that minion wave up, get him some more space.
Oh, it looks like he's looking to get the kill. He gets the ult off. Oh, but the ult with the flash. Oh, he gets the Q off.
There's that Q again. And the massive effing shield. That's what you get for having that green item on the jungler.
That's right. And that's so strong, especially with that shield. Sammy Speakers is trying to get that kill, though. Oh, he got the stun. He does get the kill. That's 600 gold.
Does he have his ult up? He doesn't have his ult up, so he's going to try and escape as fast as he can. But with Hide on Fish right on him, he's just going to auto-attack him to death. And Stanley Super Slay is putting a lot of pressure mid. He's able to get a 20 CS, 24 CS gold lead here. Or sorry, 30 CS gold lead. And he's doing 20 CS gold lead, and he's doing really well. Math, don't know how to do it.
That Annie does have a 300 gold bounty on her. If we get a shutdown on that, that will help out that Kale a lot. If that gold does go to her, especially because of the CS diff.
I agree, but to be honest with you, Micah needs the gold. With Kane, if he's able to come in and burst, he needs to be able to burst out the Kog'Maw. He's got to be able to one-shot her. If he's unable to one-shot her, he's going to be struggling all game long.
Right, and it does look like he was able to smite it out.
Oh, he's able to
but
get
he gets
hold him, Tom. Does he have it? It's not quite up yet. He's able to Q right out, flash right over.
Ooh, the Annie ult.
But with the Annie ultimate, they just lost. They have to forfeit. They just gave up 2 kills to none.
Wow.
That's all they can do.
That's actually a huge lead for this Kog'Maw. That's going to put him even in a bigger lead on this Ezreal. I don't think this Ezreal is going to be able to keep up now.
With that 2-0 lead and 2-0-3. But Stanley Super Slay is playing well. He's already got the first tower, first turret gold. He didn't get that last stack on it, but he still got a lot of turret plates. And they switch it out and trade it off for mid.
Yep, that's right. Looks like Mordekaiser's going to try to 1v2 here. But gets comboed out way too quick.
Yeah, he's got to be able to land that ultimate first. He's got to be able to put pressure as quickly as possible.
It does look like they're trying to get the 2 bot lanes picked out, but Annie is rotating onto it.
They're trying to secure this position for the dragon. Drags up in 1 minute. They should be able to get.
It looks like they're going to get this pick. Yeah, it looks like Tommy Tux just gets cut out. I feel like that was a fantastic rotation on that Annie. Now they have Dragon Prio.
They've got Dragon Prio, and now they got to be able to take Rift Herald in return if it's up. It looks like it's not up, unless I just saw Vi just take it. But it doesn't look like she has it.
Right. It does look like they do use the second Rift Herald top lane. Looks like they're trying to get pushed. They do get that turret top. Are they going to look for a fight? They are looking for a fight. They're thinking about it.
They're trying to force something topside. That's where most of your gold is on this Mordekaiser. You gotta force fights around him. Come gank, come help him. You gotta push and win through your top lane.
Looks like Sammy knocks away his AD carry.
They've got this pressure mid, but this Annie is too big. Sammy can't do anything with this Kale. I don't quite understand the Kale pick into Annie. But he's coming, he's checking on drag. Noobknocker's just being very patient. He knows he's not seen, so he's able to just sit there and watch their team collapse and pull in. And now they step up, go onto the Kale. Kale's not even going to be, he gets his ultimate off, but he has no follow-up there to help him through. He's got to be able to get that follow-up through. Solo him out.
He ults him there. He should have ulted Annie there. Oh, it looks like the Vi does get the ults on top of him.
They're not helping their Ezreal at all. They just go in and they int into their team.
I feel like this ult needed to happen way sooner than what happened. But he will still manage to get the kill for an 800 gold shutdown.
Massive 800 gold shutdown, but the gap is too big. They're taking they're at Dragon Soul Point.
That's right. And this is a 6k difference. 6k.
At 20 minutes. I mean, what can you do? These guys can literally go and rotate Baron right now to take Baron off spawn. There's nothing Nate's team can do about it. They're too far behind.
I feel like they just need to force some picks, like bot lane right here. They need to go hard on this.
Poked out.
Tommy Tux needs to walk up.
Kane's coming in, trying to make a play happen. Rip. There we go. There's that shutdown goal that needed to be on Kane. He needed to make this play. He needs this gold in order to explode. If Kane was 4 and 5 right now instead of 1 5 and 3, it'd be a completely different game.
That's right. Because, yeah, and he needs to start snowballing. Somebody on their team needs to. The Mordekaiser can only do so much.
Mordekaiser needs to get into team fights. They need to pull their strongest guy, which is their Annie, out of the fights because he can use that Bear Tibbers to just run around and roam around the entire map. After he uses Bear Tibbers, he can't even be in the fight against Mordekaiser. It just goes out. So he's got to use that to his advantage and just
Mord needs to be in this fight. Just ult Annie every time. He wins that matchup. Every time. It does look like they're wanting to do some Baron play.
They're warding up for it. They've got vision in the right spots. Why red team is all the way bot, all 4-man taking blue buff.
Oh, they're going to jump on the Mordekaiser. There's 3 top.
Mordekaiser can trade this out, though. That's the one thing about Mordekaiser is he's able to. It doesn't matter if you're ganking him from every single person. Don't go under tower. Don't suicide. Drew, take the fight, brother. Just press R. Does he not have his ultimate up? He has his ultimate up. And
he has his ult up. He just needs to use it. He needed to fight that. He needed to not be so scared. With Mordekaiser, you can't afford to be scared like that.
Well, and the one thing is you turn 1v5 into a 4v5. You win those fights. You win it constantly, just over and over and over again. Don't be afraid. You're strong, you have gold, you're huge, and no one can stop you. He's massive right now.
Does look like Sammy Sprinker was able to break a tower, so that will be their 2nd tier tower.
And he's able to get that shutdown, go get another 350 gold onto the Kale, so he's able to build up some more items. He gets that blasting wand. Hopefully he can help them, and hopefully they can get this mid turret, but I don't think they'll have enough time to. Oh, they do, but they got to get out. Everybody leave. Now they're trying to burst into him. And that's the one thing about Blue King. Blue King, he can run in and out of these fights. Nate's got some nice solid poke, but with Milo so far ahead, she's able to just hold that queue up with no remorse.
Right, and with this Annie, honestly, with their team, they need to get 1 or 2 picks and just push mid and open it up. It looks like that's what they're looking for.
And they got to go in for this pick. I mean, they got their team split up there. Mordekaiser needs to, again, just like you said, he needs to not be afraid. He has an advantage here, and he can take the advantage. Go in.
It looks like he rolled through,
Mordekaiser. Do not ult that, Mordekaiser. Stay away. Perfect. Great job. Now go in and take the next fight. Now you're going to waste their dragon. Pushing looks like Tommy Tux
is just flashing in.
And they're able to get a Q, knock back the Kane. That's not a big deal. They need to keep
Looks like Annie's going to pick out a person right here.
He's going to try to he's able to get 2. Blows up Zed or Ezreal. Ezreal dies. Ult comes down super late instead of going onto the ADC. They're able to trade those kills. Now ult, if he has it up, does Mordekaiser have his ultimate up, and is he able to kid this fight?
Yeah.
Just over that wall. Go over that wall. Stay where you're at, Drew. Where are you? Can he not see that?
No, he can't. He was out of vision. She flashed over a wall. Could not see that. That was rough.
That is rough.
It does look like he does die here. I feel like the team tried too hard. They didn't need to force the fight like that. They just needed to let them appear themselves. Let Hide on Fish walk out of a bush so Mordekaiser can ult so they can start a fight.
I completely agree with you. But they forced it. They didn't have the vision in there. They one-shot their AD carry. If that ultimate comes down immediately, they're able to keep Ezreal alive. Ezreal's would be able to one pop, or would be able to hit down Annie, especially with Kale's ultimate and everything being thrown on the Ezreal.
That's right, and it looks like
But
they
it is
are
hard
both
to make
gonna
that
try.
adjustment or to see that in real game time.
Oh, Tommy missing that Q. That would have been naughty.
Oh, here it comes
Hide out
again.
fish in the
Vince
bush
and
again.
repeat. Oh, see, he misses the ultimate. Now they got to come onto this perfect, great ultimate.
Nice,
Sam.
700 gold
There you
for
go.
Sam. 700.
And there is a lot of gold on these teams. They got to be careful, though. They need to make sure that they've got their jungler here. They've got wards so that they can't.
They don't
just
have a
lose this.
Mordekaiser. Their Mordekaiser's AFK. They can't fight this.
And Mordekaiser's trying to teleport in. He might be a little bit late, but oh, there's the stun lockdown.
There we go. There we
Hold
go.
in.
Now he's focusing that.
But here comes the Vi. Vi just comes in, mops it up, and they'll be able to take him down.
Able to kill him. He needs to just fight it. He needs to commit.
Just stay committed, attack Kog'Maw, do everything you can against their carries as much as you can. But again, you're just way too far behind. I mean, Vi wasn't even in the fight. He's chasing out KO. There's nothing that team could have done.
That's right. Now it's 29 kills to 12. 12 kills. They have over doubled on their kills. They have soul now. It's almost a 6K. Yeah, it's over a 6K lead. This game is just starting to just be a hard, rough game. They almost should just FF it and just restart.
No, never give up, never surrender. You never know what can happen in these team fights, especially in games that we play with. But he's just getting dragged in his entire team. There's the ultimate Kog'Maw range right there. I don't think Sam had his ultimate up at the time. I think it just barely came up. Drew doesn't have ultimate. And
That's right. Looks like they push bot right here and just end the game. Oh.
With the base being open as much as they can, they should be able to push in bot, push in mid, give these
there's only one up. They should just push.
With Kog'Maw, you're just not going to have that much pushing power.
Yeah, that's right. They're trying. Oh, they looks like their team have mixed feelings about this situation. Two of them recall. Hide out fish did open up mid.
They are able to open up that mid. Hopefully he's able to get this mid tower. But he wasn't able to. This team's got to do a lot of serious things in order to stop this, clean sweep.
That's right.
But I do believe this game is too far out of hand. I mean, I still want to give up, but...
Right. This is out of hand. Like, watch what's happening. This
Annie's
just sitting, and they have vision. The other team doesn't have vision. They've been taking... Team Blues have vision prio this entire time.
There you go, and Drew's just able to ult this Annie and take Annie completely out of the fight.
Hey, Mark, will you jump in the other game and start... jump in it? Because it sounds like they want to start the next one.
Okay.
Yeah, and so they're cleaning house here. He wasn't able to chase down this Annie. This Mordekaiser pick, though, I think it's a great pick. I don't think that they're going to ban it. I think they're going to allow it to go through again. And
that's right. Well,
from there.
A 9-2-10 cog with a 1-7-6 is just really, really rough. This No More Mr. Nice has taken prio over this, and it's helped out this team a lot.
Exactly.